This is a Vigyan Ashram. We are 60 kilometers from Pune, around 200 kilometers from Mumbai, a small village of roughly 5,000 population. It's a drought-prone village. Nothing special about our village. Okay? Yeah. And in my school, there is no classrooms. We have different labs. We have poultry, we have goat farm, we have agriculture, we have polyhouse, we have bakery, we have fashion designing unit, we have computer lab, we have fabrication setup. And students take parts in different kind of work at Vigyan Ashram. And we take the inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi's Nahi Talim, that is, a work is a medium of education. So when I told you about different labs, and the names sound like a vocational things, the workshop, poultry, goat farming, fishery, but these are, we are using them as a medium of educating our students in different kind of subjects, curricular area. I am going to explain you the how. These are three main category of program what we are doing. First is at Vigyan Ashram, age group 15 and above. Why 15? Because we don't want to interfere with the right to education. So once they are out of right to education, we work with the formal school from grade 6 to 10 in different schools. And in Nahi Talim, there is something like a Bunyadi, Uttar Bunyadi. So that's we have working with the undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate student as well. But today I am going to talk mainly for the first two part. So at Pabal, what we call as a laboratory of education, the non-formal setup. And when it is a laboratory of education, you need to have a student. And in any laboratory, you work with the weakest link. And weakest link in education is the student who don't like education, those who have a lot of energy, those who create problems for the teacher. So these are the students we take in our lab, where like I conduct my classes at Pabal, that is our laboratory. In lab, you don't select the sample. So no admission, no kind of criteria, first come, first basis, because it's a lab. Once our hostel is over, capacity is over, the admissions are closed. No marks, no fees required, how much income, nothing is there. First come is the only criteria. And in lab, you get a report, you need to document, you need to keep the record, because you need to prove something. So we do keep all the records. So that's what we are doing at in our laboratory. Learning from our laboratories, we want to scale up in the formal education system. So that is we are aiming at. So I'm going to tell you both the part, how we are doing as a laboratory at Vigyan Ashram, where me and my colleagues, they are working as a teacher, and then how we are working with the schools. These are our basic principle. The last speaker talked about cosmic education. So we call it nature is the syllabus. Living and non-livings are the two components. Agriculture, animal husbandry, home and health, engineering, energy, environment. So this is the syllabus. We teach our students by learning while doing. So it's a learning while doing approach. Everybody has to learn everything. It's not a vocational training. The instructor, teacher must have a demonstrable skill. So I'm a mechanical engineer, but I don't know how to make this table. So this doesn't make me qualify my degree to become a teacher in my school. So you must have a demonstrable skill, like I can do something, I can cook, I can manufacture, I can do something. And the last is very important. It's the core of the program. Engage students in the socially useful productive work. We take the order from the community, real life work from the community, and we complete it with the help of the students. I will give you examples. What kind of services we give? We provide more than 85 types of services. It includes soil testing, water testing, installation of drip, testing earthing, do fabrication, maintain websites, maintain social media accounts, install CCTVs, you name it. We are providing it, the service. Why community service? I will also explain to that. So I will take you through one of the examples, like how we are implementing it. This is an old dome, geodesic dome. It was constructed by the student only. In fact, all our campus is built by my student. All our buildings, all furniture, wiring, flooring, you name it. It's done by my students. So this dome was also developed made by my students, maybe 20, 30 years back. Vigyan Ashram is 40 years old organization. So somebody maybe in 87, 90s, this dome was built. It became in very depleted condition. So it was not possible to do anything in this. Lot of leakages were there. So we decided to reconstruct it. So it started with brainstorming with the students what to do with the dome, whether to demolish it, whether to reconstruct new. And then the idea came we need to make it a sit-out, a sitting place to have a tea in the evening. So all we did all kind of brainstorming, ideas, drawings. Then doing actual work in a teams. They divided themselves into a team. Construction, painting, fabrication. They made some kind of umbrella. Again, estimation, costing, planning for it. Finally, the work is completed and there is a costing of it. They incurred cost of almost 7,000 rupees. They incurred the cost. They need to submit it. And finally, the place is ready. As a sit-out is ready. So the dome, which was in very depleted condition, now somebody asked me, okay, what is, you teach your student about construction, about fabrication. No. We teach them about engineering drawing. We teach them about geometry. We teach them about mathematics, about science, how we select certain material, why ferrocement, what is a sustainable material, which kind of bricks. It's a teamwork. They divided the whole task, 25 students divided the task in small groups. Teamwork. Who will keep the documentation? Who will do the costing? Who will order it? Creativity. They need to design everything. It was not there, these steps and everything, sitting area. All come as a part of it. So this work, yesterday Jenny was telling, the work integrate different disciplines. They integrate different disciplines. So the life throws the problem to us as a problem. It doesn't come to us as a problem of physics, mathematics, science. The problem is a problem. So why not to teach our student to take on the problem as a whole? Why to basically divide them into different kind of a compartment of subjects? And work gives us that opportunity. Yesterday night, I was talking on a dinner with some friends, and we discussed this example, and so I put up the slides. Making a rice. We do it many times. Cooking a rice is a simple. You cook rice on a different fuel. Use kerosene, firewood, LPG, solar, biogas, wood pellet. You can do it many of things. Cook a rice. find out how much time is required, how much fuel is required. See, you can train them about calorific value. You can't teach them a calorific value. You can ask them to basically memorize the definition when they will make the khichdi. And along with khichdi, Gandhiji talked about the concept of samavai. That is the integration of different disciplines. In our country, there are more than 400 types of khichadis. See, West Bengal, Kolkata, different kind of flavor. Konkan, alab, like we have coconut rice, lemon rice, biryani, you name it. It's a big list. So each batch got a different kind of flavor, and we make it. Decorate your dish, different stories around the khichdi. There are many stories, right from Akbar, Birbal, so many stories about the khichdi. See, we have so many things, calculating nutritional value of the khichdi. So one khichdi, you can teach almost 10 to 12 curricular areas, concepts, from this one simple activity. I can give you many stories like this. At Vigyan Ashram, we have on breakfast, we make bread. We have a misal pav on Wednesday. And again, we have a bread on Saturday. On the one day earlier, like the student make the bread. Right from using the yeast, making the bread, temperature, making it puffy. They can also free to make some innovations. Put some moringa into it, some kind of to increase the nutritional value, brown bread, yellow bread, many things we make. That work gives an opportunity to innovate, and it's a fun. Solar energy, maintenance of the CCTVs. Now the CCTVs are compulsory everywhere in the school. So we install our CCTVs, we maintain them, we repair them. All this work we do. There was a lot of reference come for the AI. To make the AI application, you need a data. To collect the data, to maintain the data, to read the data, to maintain the sanity of the data, we need to teach that to our students. So this is like we ask them to maintain the record of everything, like electricity of everyday consumption of Vigyan Ashram. Maintain the record. Find out the pattern. What is the consumption per day? Suppose if some training program is going to happen, estimate, like can you estimate what will be the electricity, increase in the electricity consumption? It's a real life problem. It's not hypothetical. They can check it. Okay, 10 people extra, 10 rooms occupied, how much energy consumption will be there? Everything attached to, they can see it. Same with the water. How much water we are consuming? Like for example, we are staying in a rural area. So Government of India norms talk about around 55 to 65 liters of water per day per person. And we only supply that much of water in our water tank. Monitor the consumption. It's so easy to calculate how much water we are consuming. Making a measuring instrument of the bucket and so much calibration of instrument. In fact, from this data, we can estimate, we can predict if this much is a rainfall, if this is number of people staying on the campus, till how long the water in our well will remain in summer. We can, 1 or 2 days here and there, we can predict the data, predict the date. Very simple. This is nothing but the foundation of the AI. We are training our students for that. This is basically an experiment to estimate, to reduce the evaporation of water during the summer. And this was done by a student. This is basically extract from the paper, research paper. It's done by the student at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT in USA. He was doing the research project. He wanted to collect the data. My students who were dropout, not good at academics, creating a problem in the school, they collected all this data. And based on this, a research paper got published. Yeah. We do agriculture in polyhouse, but we do agriculture. We also basically, there are mobiles, there are different apps are there. We are collecting data. We are collecting data, and this data, we are basically working with the researcher at IIT Powai, and he needed data for his developing the pest prediction application. Again, a student project working in the school. The application is for the PhD project, and this app is getting developed. So we don't have to afraid about the AI and ML. It's there. We need to teach them about collecting a data, how data is important, how to measure everything, how to observe everything, how to document everything. And that with that kind of qualities we need to inculcate right from the beginning. So why my student will, what is the motivation for them to make the data, collect the data? So this is our website where you will find all these students and their records. Everybody need to write their blog. All, whatever they do, I don't see, basically, I don't want notebooks. Notebooks no more allowed. So I can monitor them from everywhere. And they have their blog. You can go and check it. Whatever work they do, we pay them some incentive. They can get some, we call as a contract amount. Very small amount, something like a 5 rupees hour something. And roughly they can do for 1 or 2 hours a day, something, for doing all these activities. They get 10, 15 rupees per day, maximum. But to get that 10 rupees in their account, they need to write the data. They need to submit the report. They need to invoice me. So if they basically grow a poultry and they made a profit, to take back their profit in their account, they can claim that the profit they earn by selling the chicks in the market. They need to raise an invoice. I made this much is the profit, this much is the expenses. That becomes a motivation. See, this money goes into their account, but earning money is important, and we need to train them how to earn the money, but equally is important how to spend the money. We need to teach them for that also. That is also a sanskar. That also there is a value. So we create an opportunity for them. Like there was a Pune book festival was there last month. Everybody will go to the book fest and buy at least one book. Who will pay? You pay from your contract. How will go? Who will pay for the travel? Picnic? Okay, you buy from your contract value. So we give them a money in their account. At the same time, we give them an opportunity and we show them how to spend the money wisely. Otherwise, earning money is only one part. That is also responsibility of education. This is the blog of one of the students who made work on the renovation of the dome. You can see he is talking about CPM chart. It's in Devanagari. So this CPM chart in their terms, they are making it. How to track the progress of a child. It's a joint progress card. Both should agree, the teacher and the student. So this is the column for the teacher, it is for the student. Both has to sign whatever the intended objective, because they are participating in different work. So some objective may get covered, some may not get covered. So at the end, we need to track how much is get covered, whether they are eligible to go to the next level. So if both the teacher and student, they together if they sign, then only they can go, we can say, okay, the evaluation is done. They can go for that. I am sure all of you must have used the Wikipedia. How many of you have contributed to the Wikipedia? Some information, 1, 2, 3, 4 people are there. See, we become only a consumer of information. We also have our knowledge and we should share it. how to contribute to our knowledge. My students, they are basically from Marathi medium. They know Marathi, they know local geography, they know local biodiversity. We encourage them to document it, to upload it in Marathi. And we upload it into the Marathi Wikipedia. Dr. Madhav Gadgil, who passed away a few days back, he was one of the supporter of Vigyan Ashram. He gave me some money. He said, okay, you give the student as an encouragement. So we said 15 rupees per page. If you write up one article for the Wikipedia, you will get a 15 rupees. Sponsored by Madhav Gadgil. You look at it, how many edits we done on the Wikipedia. See, so many things happen. Yes, we are writing on the Wikipedia. We are doing the books which are 20 years old. We scanned it, OCR it, and we made it upload on the Wikimedia library. And it's possible. So the community service, the school is a service center. We provide a service center. The best part is our villages, our town, our cities, they have lots of problems. So many problems. In fact, we are very poor in maintenance of our facilities. And whenever I see the facilities which are not maintained properly, I look at it as an opportunity to engage my student and introduce them to the different kind of the concept and career area. So there is no need to have extra equipment and resources. We can fix that. Another good part is the need of the community is changing. So I need to also keep on changing. In the Pabal village, in the past, there were electrical wiring was through the pipes. Then few years back, it was through the fittings. Now they are doing a conceal wiring in the villages. As our service, we need to upgrade ourselves. Otherwise, people will not come to us to give us give us an order. So Vigyan Ashram has to evolve on all these things. Now I will take you to the program in the formal school. So what we do at Vigyan Ashram as a laboratory, we take it to because we don't want Vigyan Ashram to be it's a laboratory. Laboratory is always small. We have 100 students staying on the campus. It's a small campus. It's good as a lab. But there are thousands of schools in the country. How to take this to everywhere? So we work with the formal schools, with the different programs we have, like an Introduction to Basic Technology program. We are doing it in the schools from 8 to 10 standard. The Learning by Doing program from 6 to 8, different things. So as a part of curriculum, students are engaged from 5 to 10 periods per week in this activity. The same principle, the same program, the same objective, only in the formal school setting over the period of time. What we do in Vigyan Ashram for 1 year, residential, it's over the period of time. Again, give you some examples. In Sangli, it's a drought-prone region, less in fodder. We did experimentation. Again, I will not read it. Do a survey, literature survey, find out which is a good solution, YouTube videos. And we decided to have the hydroponics in the school. We did it. We grow the hydroponics for our cattle. This is the growth of our hydroponics. In 9 days, we can grow the fodder in a controlled condition in a drought-prone region. In the school, that is a Nagar school. This is all kind of a growth record. This is all learning, all education. It's a learning by doing. Making a graph, everything, you name it, it's a subject with different concept, I can tell you. You are a educator. Some of these things goes into different kind of innovation. I will play this small video. Can you put an audio? No? Okay. Oh. Okay, shall I do? So many times the students, when they work with the community, they come up with a new problems, challenges. And it's very I will say, fulfilling that students get engaged in the problems of their own community. Shall I play it? Yeah? Oh, still. Yeah?
आपलं मार्केट आपण तयार करायचं, आपणच तयार करायचं.
येतील जातील संकटेही सोडू नको तू साथरा, एकजुटीनं लढूया सारे घेऊन हाती हातरा. पडू दे ठिणगी लागू दे बनवा आई चरून फेड तू, अंधार भेद उजेड पाड पहाट नवी कर तू.
आपलं मार्केट आपण तयार करायचं, आपणच तयार करायचं.
येतील
the school become a very good place to demonstrate different technologies useful for that area in the school itself. You don't have to go to the community and tell them, okay, you do organic farming, you do vermicomposting, you use solar energy or use different kind of cook stove. You can use them in the school, and the people are like wise enough to observe you. Children are there, they are going home and telling their parents what they are doing. If it is useful, they adopt it. So at Vigyan Ashram, we use different technologies. You come to Vigyan Ashram, we are using different technologies, solar, biogas. For the toilets, we have different technologies. For roof, we have different technologies. We are using them. We are maintaining the record. If it is useful, adopt it. If it is not useful, we'll say it's not useful. So I think that is, the approach we should take. We are giving this kind of project to our students. I will take you through one more example of this in Talegaon region of rice cultivation. The student has to basically get involved into making a rice, the agriculture activity. You can see differences from the seed treatment to transplantation of the rice. They need to get involved, measure it, document it. In every stage, in all, like we were saying, in the last speaker was talking about different linkages. From Anna se Anand, from growing rice, processing it, making a food, and serving it. The rice is ready, and look at it. Sorry, it's in Marathi, but you can see the area is 500 square feet. Though you can see the students were posing and giving a photograph on the big truck, they are only doing the agriculture on the 500 square feet. That is a area mark for them. Important date, start date, end date, they are written over here. There is a pH, NPK. They did a soil testing. We need to measure that. How much seeds they used, how much fertilizer used. All data is there in their language. All the growth record. See, this is a mathematics. Science is not nothing but it's observation, keeping record, trying to understand the relations between different things. How much manpower is required, how much expenses, how much is profit. So they made a 187 rupees profit according to them. So this is the education. So when this new education policy came, the National Curriculum Framework, in fact, we are, as a Vigyan Ashram, we are implementing this kind of a program at various levels since 1987. From 1987, with the government of Maharashtra, we are implementing in various schools. It's a part of a school subject in Maharashtra, core subject, as per the National Skill Qualification Framework. But when the new education policy come, it talks something like this. Like every student from grade 6, they need to do 3 projects every year. So 3 projects, one project in the work with live living form, one project with the working with machines and material, and one project with the human services. And there is a time period, 5 school period per week they are allocated for this. And in CBSE already issued the guidelines for doing this. When we saw it, we got interested. We said, okay, this is good something. And Vigyan Ashram started working with this. Last year in Uttar Pradesh, in more than 2,000 schools, this program was introduced. And Vigyan Ashram has conducted training for this. I will just show you few kind of glimpses how this work in the government school with this new kind of approach in the government typical schools. These are the Kaushal Bodh books. I am one of the author. I am heading the committee for writing this textbook. So some of the blame you can give it to me. The audio? Okay, I will play without audio. Okay or no? So it's making a map of a school. just take you to the different schools in different part of the country, how they are doing the same thing. Making a crab cultivation. One of the school in Tunga, they are doing the crab cultivation. Mulching. These are all like living form activities. You can see there is a small box everywhere that shows there is a link for their project reports. My time is up, so I'm just making different aloe vera gel products. You can get the idea. If you don't have a space and you want to teach them a life form, you don't have agriculture space, okay, you can grow it in the terrarium. You can do the terrarium. It's a living form. You can grow bacteria in a petri dish. That is also working with living form. We have so many projects, like different schools in different part of the country made with this. For a Ganesh festival, make the decoration. There are different projects. It's a project. The students work on it. Making a jewelry. Making a nursery in the school. All these are like learning opportunities in the school. And the school become better place. The school become happening place. No tension, no burden, and the teacher is also relaxed. The plant nursery, making articles from bamboo, talking to the people. Many parents come and teach us in our school. They are our resource person for conducting these activities. So this program, as was told in the introduction, Vigyan Ashram is supporting in different part of the country. Those organizations are believe in this learning while doing philosophy. So West Bengal, Jharkhand, the few schools basically. Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya in Jharkhand, we are doing. In Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Telangana with tinkering labs, Atal tinkering labs, in the government school. Vigyan Ashram mainly focus on the government school, Jila Parishad schools. And of course in Maharashtra, we are based over here. So we are doing different part of the country. These are different learning resources. They are available for download on our website. You can get a download from the Vigyan Ashram's website. They are available. So these are teacher's manual, how to conduct the activity, how to document it. So you can anytime contact us. We can help you out in designing the activities. So that's all from my side. This is my contact number. So thank you. Yeah.